Yo, what's good, world? It's BZ, man, Pimp B, man, Cash God, man. I'm back, man, with another one, man. And you know how we do it, man. Shout out to everybody in West LA, man. West Side, stand up, Cali, man, the whole West Side, man. I'm coming back at y'all with another one, man. And today's special person I'm gonna talk about is none other than Mr. Steve Smith Sr. I want to give a shout out to Steve Smith Sr. and his family and all his peoples, all his supporters, and shouts out to them and much respect. And you know what I'm saying? Just want to let y'all, I'm going to tap y'all into another West Los Angeles or Los Angeles city section great athlete that was born around and bred here. All right, I'm on me. I got my Darth Vader. Got my Darth Vader shit on. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna talk about Steve Smith, man. He was born in Los Angeles, California. I guess in 1979. He attended University High School. I know it sounds weird if you ain't from LA. You don't know nothing about Uni High School, but Uni High School is garbage in football. They've been garbage in football since I've been alive or since I've known about them. But out of their whole garbage history of being like just so trash, they produced a few greats in their time. I don't know how. I don't know why would make a motherfucker go there, but Steve Smith went to University High School. Steve Smith was a hell of an athlete coming out of high school, but he didn't get the acknowledgement that most great athletes do coming out of high school. And he ended up attending Santa Monica College, I believe, after his time at University High School. So he went to Santa Monica University or Santa Monica College, which is a junior college for people who might not know. And he spent 2 years on the team there in Santa Monica College. And while he was there, he played with another NFL wide receiver, Chad Johnson, during their time there. Now, Steve Smith going to Santa Monica College, he played 2 years there. He's balling out of control. He's balling out of control. And one of the things that I read about him as looking him up, because I don't know him personally, I just know that he's from Los Angeles, is that while he went to Santa Monica, his coaches had challenged him to just play for, just not to go to the NFL, but just to play for the idea of just bettering your education and getting a better education. So that he had a different angle on playing football. He was probably in his mind like, damn, I could possibly go to the league, but what I want to actually do is probably get me an education. Coming from LA, that's big because, just getting an education coming out of LA, the opportunities, they open up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So he went to University Utah Utes. He was like a standout Mountain West Conference during his time there, and he set a record while he was at Utah for yards per catch. He averaged like 20.6 yards per catch during his time there. I might be wrong now. I'm getting my information off of different sources, so I don't know how accurate those numbers are, but he definitely balled out during his time at Santa Monica, and he did so well, he got an opportunity to get a scholarship to Utah University and ended up balling out there. And then after his time at Utah, so he did 2 years at SMC, and then he did 2 years at Utah, balled out, and ended up going to the combine. Now, Steve Smith is a smaller dude, he about 5'9". You know what I'm saying? He fast, but he being small, that probably was like, probably had him overlooked almost scouting boards. Like they probably didn't look at him as that top 2-round pick, but he ended up going in the 3rd round, 74th overall, matter of fact. And he went and he spent like the most of his rookie season, and he was balling. I'm talking about doing kick returns, receiving. shit, he was just balling out of control. Had some nice numbers in his rookie year. He had about 2,000 like total yards in his rookie season, and he was just balling out of control. So you know, he played. You know, came to the NFL, third round pick. I'm talking about just from right there, from right where he's at there, third round pick in the NFL, and he started at Santa Monica College, and he was playing with Chad Johnson. So you know that your boy was putting in mad work and going hard to be recognized. And then I guess maybe one of his first couple years in the league, playing with the Carolina Panthers, I think he went to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And that's big. Like, you know, he went from SMC balling on. I've been to SMC. I actually went to SMC for a couple months. And to go from SMC to balling in the Super Bowl within like a 5-year period in your life was probably like that's biggest shit you can't even dream that up. In your wildest dreams, a lot of people don't even think like that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't possible. But I think his first couple years in the league, he was balling out of control. And then he had a broken leg. He broke his leg, right? So it was some bad shit. It looked like, like, damn, this nigga career might be over. He done broke his leg. But, him being like a, LA product of LA, like I said about another athlete I talked about coming off of major injuries, LA players tend to come back with a vengeance or something. Like, there's something in them. We built different. This ain't no Palmdale, Lancaster section. This is the Los Angeles City section. We built different. I'm just keeping it all the way a buck. I'm not disrespecting them. The Paul Georges and the Kawhi Leonards, they come, I guess they from LA too, or they from that around my town, but they not from like the LA City section. They from like, an hour or two away from the heart of the LA City section. So, you know what I'm saying? Steve Smith broke his leg. He came back from that, like balling out of control, like he never left. Pro Bowl after Pro Bowl after Pro Bowl, signing extensions with the Panthers. Just steady balling. And I'm like, if you know anything about Steve Smith Sr., man, you know he was a whole savage, bro. Like I don't know what's wrong with him, like mentally, but he was just like not going for none of the fuck shit. Like he had slapped the shit out of you in the middle of the game and then just grab your face mask and punch you and through that bitch. Like he was on roids or something, but I doubt he was. But he was playing like he was. Like, you know what I'm saying? And in his 2009 season, I think he broke his arm on a touchdown catch. Like, who breaks their arm while they catching the touchdown and they don't drop the ball? Like, I broke my shit catching this bitch, and I'm still going out here and just still going ball. Like, Steve Smith, whole monster. Shouts out to Steve Smith and his peoples, man. And then Steve Smith Sr., I don't want to disrespect this man's name. And he balled out for the Panthers for a long time. And then after his tenure with the Panthers, he went to the Baltimore Ravens. Now, when he signed with the Ravens, it was like he's getting older. He might have lost a step from his, the time his earlier years. And I think he was really vicious about the idea that they cut him or they let him go. So when he left the Panthers, he was saying, when I return, I'm going to come smack the shit out of some of y'all out there and let y'all know that I'm not, it's going to be blood. Look, quote unquote. Let me give you a quote from Steve Smith. He says, this is what he said. He said, the Panthers, when I play them again, put your goggles on, quote unquote, put your goggles on, because there's going to be blood and guts everywhere. Now, Steve Smith didn't mean it in the sense I'm going to kill somebody, like literally. But when he played them again, after like he said, he went out there and he did his stuff, man. He did his stuff. Let me give y'all the stats on his return to that playing him again after he done spent his whole upbringing and time with the Panthers, and then he ended up like getting cut and going to Baltimore. Um, his stats was like, I think he had a 61-yard touchdown during that game. I think he had 7 catches for 139 yards and 2 touchdowns, and his return to the Carolina Panthers, like after playing them and beat the shit out of them 38-10. Like, so he wasn't lying. Like he's blood and guts everywhere. It's about as close as you're gonna get to blood and guts, smacking the shit out your old former franchise that you used to basically carry on your back. You know what I'm saying? And he did that. Much respect to Carolina as a franchise. I respect him, and Steve Smith was just a whole savage, bro. Anybody that ever ran up on Steve Smith in life probably got some type of a fierce return from that shit. Because I remember him going at it with multiple dudes over the years. He just had an infamous situation with Aqib Talib, where they was getting at it on the field, going a little hard, and then after the game they was asking him about it, and he was saying, "Shit, you go ask him. He didn't finish the game. Tell him to ice up, son," or something. He said something in that nature where it was just like, damn. Aqib Talib ain't no hoe. I don't know personally, but I just, his character tells me that he ain't with that bullshit. And Steve Smith was like, man, tell his ass to go ice up, son. Talking about him like he a little baby ass boy. So, I mean, honestly, it's pretty impressive how he just basically was an all around stud, and he's a great athlete, great representation of Los Angeles County bred athletes, like the ones that you might know, you might not know. It's just it's many of us, but he's a great representation of that, and he was definitely a whole savage during his time period, and now I believe he's in broadcasting or something now. You know what I'm saying? And he's just that's basically the story I got to tell about Steve Smith Sr. Went to University High School, then he attended Utah University, and then he went along to go to the Carolina Panthers and played for the Baltimore Ravens as well during his time, as being a whole 5'9", whole mini package and savage and stiff arming the shit out of people, and doing it like with no remorse. And just want to give a shout out to Steve Smith, and basically I hope he sees this shit one day, and I hope he understands that I was just trying to basically showcase the talent that come from the land that I was born in. And there's nothing but respect and gratitude and much love for the Steve Smith family, Steve Smith Sr. And I just hit y'all with another one, man. Shout outs to the world, man. Tap in, Gladiator, True Gladiator, AINT, man. All the real ones out. Y'all tap in, man. Make sure you check out all my content. Holla at me. One.